Hi team, Mike Oldfellas Travels. So I'm on my way back to Perth, as I probably mentioned in the last video, prospecting. I decided to stop in Kew for 4 nights and have a bit of a look around, because I really haven't done much tourist stuff and I want to do more of it rather than just prospect all the time. You know, it's worthwhile when you go to some of these towns, spending a couple of days to have a look around. You know, I've done my share of prospecting for now. I want to have a couple of weeks off and then I'm back into it again, going hard. But I'm probably looking a bit rough and ready because I've been here bush, you know, a couple of months or so. And I'm trying to grow that, the old goatee back. Get the old whiskers going again after I accidentally had a mishap and had to trim them off. We'll be having a look at a small mine soon. That's quite interesting. But I just come across the old, it's not far out of town, I suppose 5k out of town. The old racetrack. Now I think it was definitely a horse racetrack, but there was another track which may have been a car racetrack or a dirt car racetrack or something like that. But it's pretty interesting stuff. We'll just have a quick look. I won't bore you with too much detail, but we can see what's still left. So this is what initially caught my eye, and the old stand with the rail on the front, I suppose for the race caller. And you can see over there, and we'll have a look with the drone shortly, but she's been pretty devastated by, I suppose, storms and such. So she's been a bit knocked around. But yeah, there's the old race caller stand, observation stand up there. He's got a bit of a makeshift rail on the front so you don't fall over to lean on. I suppose that's the reason, but you can see, I think this would be the start and finish line, and as you go further around, they've got the furlong markers. So I'll take some aerial footage of this so you can actually see. But then on the inside, bounded by tyres and drums and different things, is another track, and it looks to me like a bit of a speedway track. I don't think it'd be push bike, but you know, maybe it was a race. Old fridge here. Oh, give me a look. Oh, she's not a Caro fridge. I'll be buggered. Geez, I haven't seen those since I was a bloody ankle biter. There's another fridge over here, so I'm assuming that this area here, although the roof and everything has been taken, I'm assuming this area here was potentially the bar. There's another fridge there. And there's a raised slab area here. Looks like it might have had a little bit of, you know, roofing on it, and maybe a bit of a veranda or such. I imagine there's a bit of a pulley system there, and I'm suspecting that was probably the bookies' betting odds. Looks like she slides up and down. Maybe the race and who was running, or the favourites, or the prices, or whatever. So it's pretty interesting stuff. So she's an old Caro fridge too. Well, I'll be damned. Well, that gives you an idea how old it was. But I hope this is a bit of interest for you guys. You know, I love this stuff. When I'm not prospecting, you know, this is my secondary hobby. I just love travelling. I love seeing, you know, the old towns, old locations, you know, old mining sites. So this is what's left of the stables. Been tore to pieces, the tin's ripped off them. Been pulled out of the ground by the looks, and you can see they're upside down. You can see the stable roof is actually laying on the ground. Crackerjack, guys, I hope you enjoy that little bit of an interlude. We're going to go and have a look at some mines now. Let's get over there and have a look. So this is quite a substantial mining site. I don't think I've seen one as complex as this. Most of them are just shafts, you know, with maybe a shanty hut. But this one's substantial, so it must have been a pretty big, so it must have been a fairly large, albeit historical, but a fairly large mining site. And I'll show you what I mean. So, oh, I love this stuff. It's so interesting. But look at the way that they've mined this here, and I have no idea at all, you know, what the deal is here. But they're obviously chasing gold, and they've gone to the trouble of putting that wall up over there. I have no idea why. I'm assuming all these rocks have come out of the ground here, but they've got a bit of a building going on over here. I have no idea of what it's about, but fair workings, you know, maybe some sort of processing they used to do in there or something. You know, they've got this wall built up here which must have served some purpose. You can see substantial dig in the ground there. I mean, it's massive. You know, there's some small shafts over here. That was a bit of a sort of barbecue cooking type area by the looks. There's shafts there. I'm not going too close to these shafts because I don't know how undercut they are, and I just got a prickle in my foot. They've got another substantial shaft there, but you can see they've sort of, I don't know what the deal is with these walls that they've dug. You can see this. Just take note of the foundations that are around here and over here. But they must have been using these for something. Another really substantial shaft there, and you can see the wall that they've gone to the trouble of building up on these. Here's another one over here. But yeah, she's a bit of a shaft here as well. I haven't got time to be dropping the camera down the shaft in here, but let's have a look. Oh, she's deep. Let's throw a rock down her, see what it sounds like. Nah, maybe not so deep. Sounds like it runs across that way. But look, everywhere. That must be a deep shaft over there. A lot of broken glass here, guys, and probably not the wisest thing to be walking around in thongs. So just keep a bit of an eye out. Oh, now this is quite a different type of shaft. Ouch. There's major digs as far as you can see. What's this one doing? Oh, there's another big hole over there too. Let's get up and have a look at this. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely massive. They've got one support beam there. There's a wonder that hasn't collapsed over there with the amount of weight on it. Look at that. You will get a rock going down there. It's deep. You can probably hear that. We'll get another. Let's get something a little bit bigger. I'd really like is to hear the noise of how long it rolls for. And it's massive. Steep, hey? Let's get another one going. Oh, it's big. I don't know what I thought. Let's get this big guy. Give that a tumble. It wouldn't want to fall down there. Here we go. Soon just stopped. That's really deep. Really deep. I tried flying my drone down a hole like that once, but once you get under the into the cavity and over a bit, you lose GPS and the drone is really, really hard to fly. I mean, I love this country, and the history is here. I mean, wow, hard work, amazing. All right, guys, that's about it. A few interest points in queue, just to cover off on what I do when I'm not prospecting. Is pretty much this sort of thing. But I really enjoyed this, and the Aboriginal art that we went and seen the other day. I enjoyed that a lot, although I didn't videotape that, but I have got some photos. First Aboriginal art I've seen, and one of the most substantial in Western Australia apparently. But anyway, that's about it for Q, I think. Heading back to Perth tomorrow morning. Oh geez, dreading it. I hate cities. Oh, I don't enjoy them at all. But it has to be done. Need to be back for a couple of weeks, get myself sorted out for the next trip. See you next time.